What's up everybody, I'm Quang Nguyen. Welcome to my top 10 badass coaches channel. The only place you need to be for free tips to start your coaching business. Today we're talking about the top 10 leadership skills of Andrew Yang, a brother from another mother. This guy's lit. He already has all the elements of a badass coach. This guy has turned from a lawyer to an entrepreneur to a US presidential candidate. The news since he has first started to run for the United States presidency. Yeah, that's right. We got an Asian dude running for president. I live in Australia and I'm pretty proud as an Asian. Hashtag Yang Gang. So today we're discussing the true capabilities of Andrew Yang and what inspired him to run for the presidential elections of 2020. If you want to increase your leadership skills as a coach, consultant, or a small business owner, make sure you watch this video to the end because I'm going to go over the top 10 leadership skills of Andrew Yang that you can adopt as a new coach in your coaching business. And make sure you stick to the last one as you may be surprised at what I'm throwing your way. But before I do that, I need you to do me a quick favor and smash the thumbs up button below, because the way the YouTube algorithm works, if you do not smash the thumbs up button, then YouTube is less likely to show you and new coaches around the world this video. Top 10 leadership skills of Andrew Yang. Let's roll the video. Number 10, visionary. Finding opportunities when it is seemingly impossible is the way of visionary leaders and coaches. They claim this attribute when most people are quite unaware what a leader would do next. Being a graduate of Brown University in politics and economics, Yang had the vision to create something that launches him as an entrepreneur. Started his career with the College of Test Preparation Academy. Yang believed that this is the first step to help him go far. What's most interesting is that he found a missing piece in the puzzle. With the difference in theory and application, most students still wait for the industrial sector to establish that career. He began to dream as to how he can make the connection between the American youth to the actual job. Yang initiated his dream with Venture for America in 2011, where the opportunities were provided to young American college students to build their startups. The students were provided a good track program that enabled them to develop their own business and lead. The vision of this whole program was to provide jobs to 18 major cities of the United States. Yang, at the end of his 6 years tenure, was able to create 3,500 jobs with his non-for-profit company Venture for America. What can new coaches learn from this? Well, have the vision to see if there's any new gap or new problem in your market that needs your coaching. Don't try copying the next best influencer. And lastly, ask yourself, if your coaching business was a non-for-profit company, will you still have the vision to keep at it even if you don't get paid? Number 9, foreseeing the future. Predicting the future is only possible if you have a strong grip on the present. Understanding the business dynamics and how the industry will outreach to its peak, none is possible if you do not have enough understanding of the job market. You see, Yang sees the future will be more about business using automated services and apps and artificial intelligence services that will replace jobs. In an interview, he reveals what makes job skills prevalent in their nature. Repetitive jobs such as bookkeeping, accounting, etc., these jobs will be in a danger zone. There are different softwares that provides all the assistance, and therefore there is no need for an employee doing it. He advises that the youth should go for unrepetitive jobs such as carpenters, cleaners, barbers, or even coaching, as AI or robots cannot replace them. What does that mean for your coaching business? Ask yourself, are you selling advice that robots can't give, or are you simply performing transactions for your clients that can soon be replaced by AI? And number 8, impactful communicator. Building rapport is important to understand the person prior. This requires extensive reading and understanding of how to present a solution to a problem. Yang has been a great communicator in different shapes. He was a worthy candidate who not only inspired people but was hugely appreciated by the youth due to his innovative program. Let's look at how he targeted the issue of unemployment. As unemployment has reached 14.7% in the United States, Universal Basic Income (UBI) was introduced with a scheme that every unemployed will get the basic income of $1,000 a month to get his needs fulfilled. Yang generated the idea by proposing to the people during the debates to set a high standard for other candidates. He also focused on creating different jobs that allowed the students to have their own business as they finish their studies. As a new coach in your coaching business, are you communicating the best solutions to your target market? And how are you communicating it? Can it be more impactful like Yang? Yang likes to stick to the facts and statistics and often quotes them in his communications. Sometimes I'm surprised about how much he actually knows with all the facts he quotes. That's something noteworthy to know as you're starting out as a coach. Number 7, empowering people. Leading people can only be achieved if you also have a goal of constructing their career and life. It's always the case, as Jim Maxwell once said, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. It's all determined by your actions that claim people's trust. Yang always projected the idea of investing in human capital. By coining terms like human capitalism, he raised the importance of developing a pathway for developing human resources. This would include learning, training, practical experience, and development. With the initial human capital resource management, he proposed giving more emphasis to the jobs that would remain pivotal even after the advanced implementation of artificial intelligence systems. This issue can only be resolved through proper resource management. For example, with schemes such as Venture for America, he led the idea of developing a creed of competitors who will create new jobs in days to come. Now, isn't this why you started a coaching business or implementing coaching in your business? Your job market is changing, or you have noticed the peers in your industry are not getting the right training to keep them competitive, and that's why they need your coaching. Ask yourself this very important question: is your coaching business empowering people to further advance their careers and their life? Number 6, change management. Diversity brings change, and change adds prosperity into society. With the intention to add positive change, you can inspire the general public who's looking for a new ray of hope. Yang's political ideas are all based on the ideology of constructive criticism and development. He always appreciated arguments allow people to understand the importance of arguing with a positive attitude. With his supporters' happy-go-lucky attitude, he became famous with his cool Yang Gang meme pages. With his implicit change management skill, he raised the bar of political patience, tolerance, and range of perspective. He changed the general public's political approach with the notion that you do not need to be a hater if you're not a supporter of a certain political personality. Where polarization of view has taken its toll, Yang has positively impacted his way of being open to criticism and change. Just like with your coaching business, it's okay to do things differently. It's okay to try something new. There's no such thing as failure, it's just feedback. There's so many ways you can coach someone, and not everyone is a particular fan of a particular style. So when someone challenges your style of coaching, just be open to it. Number 5, strategic thinking. What mostly contributes to effective leaders is their attribute towards their objective. As the United States is going through a rough depression, there was always a claim to get someone who can announce what he's willing to do against critical health and economic conditions. As the pandemic has been in its worst shape and the second wave is in full swing, Yang's proposal regarding medical schemes is evident in his strategic approach. The healthcare system of the United States has been in criticism since President Bush's era. With heavy censure over the overpriced and expensive healthcare policies, none can cure pandemics such as COVID-19. Campaigns such as Medicare for All elaborated his idea of helping the state with taxes to cover the medical expenditure while providing every citizen facility of medical support and treatment. With the Affordable Care Act's approval, it will be set up to renovate the expensive old healthcare with a renewed, affordable, and convenient system. For new coaches out there who are starting their coaching business, what is your business objective? Is it to make tons of money and have millions of followers, or is it really to solve a problem in your industry? Type in the comments below. I really want to know what's your objective. Now let's continue on. Number 4, competence. Competence is not practiced or learned through someone, it is rather understood by time. Yang has been an entrepreneur for ages since he has first initiated with Manhattan GMAT system and became its president to prove his skills of managing a platform that became the leading test preparation company. He also demonstrates his mark of exceeding expectation of delivering performance with over 10,000 students applications every year. He again headed Pro phase and built the company from its initial phase to its advancement, a commitment to prove that that his leadership skills allow him to contribute to society. Yang has always been qualified as an effective leader in leading small businesses to the ultimate progress. As competence is built by time, Yang has proved that with his consistent approach to handling different issues, is now seen as a competent leader. Now, for most new coaches who are watching this channel, I know some of you are thinking, hey, I only started coaching for less than a year or even a month. How can I feel competent? Well, instead of focusing on how others will judge you, just focus on getting your clients results. Be judged by your results. If they're not great, well, go back to the drawing board and do a better job. That's how great leaders build up their competence. Just don't give up. Number 3, wisdom. Most leaders are known for their charismatic, outspoken attitude and their willingness to be more popular amongst people. However, inspirational ones love to be behind the scene and help out other people from a new notion. Yang has been a great specimen of someone at the peak of his career, yet wise about the information he shares. While discussing the issues related to unemployment, population ratios, and social issues, he explains different ways to eradicate these issues. He is wise enough to take actions that will help the state in future, and he has already started the journey of adding his part in the betterment. Once his policies are implemented, people will see the effect of it in their society. What can you learn from this as a new coach? Well, it's to have a bias for action. It doesn't matter if you're introverted or even camera shy. Do your best to impart your wisdom on your coaching clients and just keep doing it. Don't stop, and that's really how you build your wisdom as a coach. Number 2, people's person. With all aspects accumulated to the skills, a great element of Andrew Yang's personality is his way of communicating issues. He could be a people's president if the Democrats elected him. The reason is that it is so easy for a common man to connect to him and his ideas. For example, I don't just like him because he's just Asian. I really like him because he really knows a lot of things and communicates them really well. Secondly, Yang has this ability to make complex issues like tax reforms and healthcare simple, and for most non-specialists that are not within the political field, just like me, I can understand him. Thirdly, his way of expressing things with a low tone and popping up with easygoing phrases helps create a long-lasting bond with ordinary citizens. So as a new coach, ask yourself, are you using a lot of jargon in your communication? Can you make things more simple? And lastly, number 1, influencer. Yang, although has not been elected, but has already inspired many with his solutions. He has not yet changed the system, but has influenced his proposed policies to the former president, such as Barack Obama, who showed great interest with Yang's conviction. And thus his stance on issues that interest the public has elevated his status as a change agent in American society. With his humble, soft-spoken, and smart personality, he will influence many people in the future. Now that is very important as a new coach or coach in general. You need to be out there campaigning your cause. What makes you so special as a coach? Can you convince others to share the same cause as you? This ends our video of the top 10 leadership qualities of Andrew Yang. Please leave in the comments below if you're a new coach and what is your coaching business all about. I'll definitely reply to all your comments and love to get to know you. Otherwise, please do subscribe, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification for future videos. I'm Quang Huynh, digital marketing coach. See you next time.